We got the one and only Miss Keke Palmer joining us yet again. How we doing? How we doing?
Hey, hey, hey. How
Welcome
y'all
back. What
doing?
we are good. We are good. Thank you for giving us a take two. I know we were making sure you wasn't at the grocery store today. You know what I mean? And
I'm
shout
hollering.
out
How
your
y'all doing?
we are good. We are good. Shout out your stylist. We saw him getting busy there, getting you right
Oh
before you
yeah, I'm
get
in
with us. Yeah.
Nashville. I'm getting ready to do a kind of like a thing over at BMI where I'm gonna sing a couple of songs from the album and just have a little vibe. So we're getting ready for that.
Excellent. So that is now in fruition because you were talking about that last time that you joined us. So here we are. You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah. Last time we were in Atlanta, then we just did one in New York. So we've been making our rounds.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We're looking beautiful as ever. Congratulations, as always,
Thank
on
you.
everything. It's weird because you got a lot going on with the music, the movies. You got this new thing popping out with Eddie Murphy, Pete Davidson. I know you've been making the rounds on that as well. Um,
Yes. We just
so
had the
please,
premiere.
yeah, yeah, please. Oh, you did just have the premiere. That's what I was
Yeah,
gonna
we
ask.
just had the premiere like 2 days ago. So that was really cool. I mean, we did press for it, had a junket day. It's always dope being with Eddie. Sometimes I can't even believe that we did, that I was doing a movie with him. And also I got a record on there from my Diva Girl project at the end of the movie. So that's dope. Shout out to Tim Story for putting that in there too.
That's why I think it's very dope when you're multifaceted like yourself because you can be in the movie, have music in the movie. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Write some songs for the movie. You know what I mean? Like the list goes on and on.
Yes, while I was just watching somebody had a meme of Carmen. You remember Carmen with Beyonce and
Oh
Makai
yeah.
Pfeiffer? I'm like, we need to run that back. We need to run that back.
You know, we were talking about all the dope music that has been coming out as of late.
Yeah.
You've been listening to anything that's caught your ear? Because I saw you
I
vibing the Hit Boy right there.
Yeah, I really love the new Mariah Carey record with Shinsia and Kaylani. In general, I become a real big fan of Shinsia as well. I liked her the Shake It to the Max. I think she's really dope. I like her sound and what she's bringing. You know what I'm saying? When we thinking about female voices and just variety, so I really been liking her. But that new Mariah joint is fire. I know my girl. I think my girl Felicia wrote that. Who used to be up in the way back in the day, the group, her and her sister. Damn, I can't think of the name of the group, but she's been around for a long time. So I love that record.
Yeah, records here. Shout to Mariah, man, 2 for 2 right now because that other one is getting big love. The dangerous type. So MC,
Mm-mm.
MC going crazy back in 2025, man. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, it's dope.
um,
I mean, she's classic.
yeah, yeah. How have you gone about in your career to kind of continue to kind of reinvent yourself? And I don't want to say to stay relevant or
Yeah,
like because I said something the other day. I was like, create from the heart, not from the hustle. You know what I mean? So I think
yeah.
people get caught in the wind of doing what works. So how do you stay creatively motivated?
I think that's good too. What you just said is differentiation. Because when we were doing interviews with Eddie, he was saying like somebody was like, "How did you, hustle?" And blah, blah. He said, "I never hustled for anything. I just kind of went with the flow of things. Like I never was like out here just trying to, I let that doesn't mean he wasn't working hard. But the distinction he's making is like when you think about sometimes hustling that word, it seems like you're reaching outside of yourself as opposed to just working and showing up and doing and following your flow. And I think that's what I've always done is I just did what was true to me. I loved what I did. I love entertaining, and I never felt like there was one particular way that I had to do it. I felt like whatever I could get my hands on that felt true to me, I would do. And in that, I just started to evolve. I mean, I remember when I did social media, it was kind of just out of necessity. Like I started content creating because that was the only place that I could actually show my music, show my dancing, show my, produce my content and do my comedy. And then before I knew it, it became a career for not just me, but for a lot of people. Where it's like content creation became an actual another avenue of mediums within entertainment. That wasn't anything that I was, trying to do. I just was following my truth. And so I think I had that same conversation with Mariah Carey when she came on my podcast, baby. This is Keke Palmer. And it's like sometimes you're not thinking about necessarily like evolving for the sake of your career. You're just thinking about staying alive as an artist, like to keep that fire burning within you. Like, what can I do today that is going to inspire me and keep that flicker going? And then before you know it, you're in a new chapter.
Yeah, I think we all need to hear that. You know what I mean? I think a lot of us, whether it's the pivots or whether it's like you said,
Mhm.
just to keep the creative fire going. You know what I mean? Um, and you're very lucky and very fortunate because, like I said, you do it in a lot of avenues, whether it's hosting, whether it's music, whether it's movies. Is there anything in entertainment that you haven't touched on that you like, man? I want to do that or I want to give that a try?
I think I just want to continue to create infrastructures for other people like myself. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm moving definitely into a phase of more behind the scenes work. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna always perform and entertain. And I mean, I've been doing it for over 20 years. That's like, that's the first love of my life. But I also want to be able to create something that's going to last besides me. Like it's not just about me, Keke Palmer, but it's about what I can use my platform as a launching pad for others. So I started Key TV Network. We produce content, scripted and unscripted. It's on YouTube, Key TV Network. And so yeah, that's kind of what I'm also working towards in this next chapter of my career is not just solely me and what I'm doing with my brand, but the brands that I can help develop as I develop my own.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Paying it forward 100%, man. Much respect, much respect. So I want to take a question from the chat coming from Shayla Marie, coming out of Chicago. She said, what words of encouragement or advice would you give to young women who want to be multifaceted like yourself?
You just got to do it. And what do I mean by do it is like invest in all those different ideas. You know what I mean? Like literally, like if you want to do acting, find a theater or audition for a part or produce your own content. If you want to do music, take the money you make it from your day job and put it into, going to the studio at night. If it's modeling, take your pictures. I think a big thing for me when it comes to being multifaceted is like it's just entrepreneurialism. It's just literally putting your money where your mouth is. It's working a few jobs. My mom used to say back in the day, robbing Peter to pay Paul. Like sometimes we got to work a bunch of different jobs so we can have that extra cash because we need that income to invest in ourselves. So do what you got to do, but like just do it. That's the biggest thing is do it. There's been a lot of times where I've invested in myself and people thought it was crazy or it made no sense. But everything ended up becoming worth it in the end because one thing begot another thing begot another thing.
Appreciate your honesty, your transparency on that, because I talk a lot about, because as successful as you have been, and I want to take it back to you talking about doing stuff that's true to your brand and true to your heart. Like for
Mm.
all the no's you have perhaps gotten in your career, how have you dealt with the stuff that has been presented to you that didn't feel aligned with your brand, whether it's been music or movies or whatever, whatever?
I mean, I just had to say no. If there's no way that I can stand behind it and feel like it makes sense. Like I remember there was a company that was trying to do a deal. The deal was like, I mean, I think it was probably like 1.5, maybe $2 million. It was a pretty big deal, but it was with a fashion brand that I felt was not aligned with my beliefs. And I didn't know how I would stand out in front and partner with that brand and say to people why I chose to rock with them, based off of what people know for me as. You know what I'm saying? Like Keke Palmer is like, I'm not just doing anything. It's when I do something, it means something. And I want to always protect that. Even if it's a collaboration you don't expect, you eventually understand why I might have collaborated with them or what I can at least tell you why I love it. If I can't tell you why I love it, if I'm just doing it straight for the money, then that's actually a detriment to what I'm building. You know what I'm saying? And so I've had to just say this doesn't align with me. I can't, there's not a way that I can make this work, unfortunately. And the great thing about it is like, yes, nobody wants to say goodbye to money, but more money will come and you'll get even more money and more opportunities when you protect the integrity of your brand. You know what I mean? You get better opportunities.
I love it. Yeah, that's a big saying of mine. The motivation got to be bigger than greed. The motivation got to
For
be bigger than
real.
greed. 100%. 100%. Someone mentioned in the chat, will we be seeing a written and directed by Keke? And I kind of want to take that one step further. Are we going to get a sequel from the joint of you and SZA?
You are getting a sequel, actually. That one's already in the making for one of them days.
Word.
Yeah, that's happening. We're actually trying to, I don't know when, how soon I'm going to get the script, but I know they're already trying to film it top of 2026. That's how quick that turnaround was. I can't even believe that. So thank you, for watching it and supporting that one. Very excited for two. And then, yeah, I mean, that's definitely going to happen. Written and directed. Direct when you're acting and directing is really tough. So if I direct something again, I don't necessarily want to be in it because it's hard to like you're directing other people and then you're trying to remember yourself as an actor. Sometimes it can be a bit much, but I definitely want to do more directing and definitely want to do more writing. The thing I just need to sit down and put the pen to paper because child, my ideas, I be having idea after idea after idea. Okay. My sister and I trying to be like Charlie Murphy and Eddie. You understand me?
What's
Be
up?
a
Well,
good
listen,
time.
Thank you for joining us again. Thank you for being a pro, Kiki. Straight up, you know what I mean. We appreciate you coming back from the first time, and you know, this is a testament to your authenticity, man, and your integrity. So much respect from all the DJs right here. You know, you
Much
got our
respect.
support. We'll be looking for all the movies, and just much love and much respect to you. Go kill it tonight, and you know, we're gonna be looking out for more music, more stuff to come. So
Thank you
much
so
love
much.
to you.
Let this not be the last time. Y'all know, holla at your girl.